this is Katerina from the Evolution of Stitches, and in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to knit this beautiful pattern. It's got a 3D effect, it's very nice, and you can use it in many projects like throws, blankets, sweaters, or whatever you like. This is an 8-row and 8 stitches pattern, and it creates these like streams. It's an easy pattern. You just need to know how to knit and purl stitches. But let me show you how to do it. For this tutorial I'm going to use my acrylic yarn, and the size of my needles is 10, which roughly corresponds to a size bigger than 3. It's about 325 millimeters. Now I'm ready to start my tutorial by casting on 30 stitches. The repeat of the pattern is 8 stitches. I'm going to use 4 stitches in order to create the symmetry of the pattern, plus 2 stitches for my edges. So now I'm going to cast on my stitches. I'm going to cast on in the Greek way. There is a video tutorial on how to do it, so please cast on your stitches and meet me then to start knitting the pattern. I have finished casting on my stitches. I have cast on 32 stitches because I'm going to drop these 2 at the end of the first row. Of course, if you don't cast on as I do, you don't need to add 2 extra stitches. Now I'm ready to start knitting the first row of the pattern. For the first row, what I'll do is this first stitch is going to be my edge stitch, and I am just going to slip it onto the right needle like this. Now I'm going to knit 1 stitch, and for the next 2 stitches what I'm going to do is this. The yarn should be at the back of the right needle, and now I'm just going to place 1, 2, the 2 stitches onto the right needle, and I'm going to knit 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stitches like this. Now we will just repeat. So I'm going to knit 1, and I'm going to place the 2 stitches on to the right needle, and again I'm going to knit 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stitches like this. I will start one more repeat. So here I will knit 1 stitch, I will slip the next 2 onto the right needle, and I will knit 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I'm here at the end of the row. There are 5 stitches left because I'm going to drop these 2 stitches. So here, as you understand, I cannot repeat the pattern, and for symmetry reasons what I will do is this. I will knit this stitch, I will slip the next 2 stitches, I will knit one more, and this is my last stitch of the row, which is my edge stitch and which I'm going to purl. I'm going to drop these 2 stitches. If you didn't cast on in the Greek way, then you don't need to do this. The total number of stitches should be 30. And now we are ready to start working on the second row. I'm ready to start working the second row. This is the wrong side of the pattern. What I'll do is, first I will slip the first stitch onto the right needle. This is the edge. Now I'm going to purl the next stitch like this, and again I'm going to place to slip the 2 stitches from the left needle to the right needle. Now the working yarn should be at the front, and like this, and I will continue by purling the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. And we will continue in this way, so I will purl this stitch. These are the 2 stitches that I have slipped without knitting. Now I will do the same thing again, just be careful the yarn to be at the front now. So I slip the first one, I slip the second one, and now I'm going to purl the next 5 stitches. Like this. Again, I will start one more repeat, so I'm purling this one, I'm slipping the 2 stitches onto the right needle, and I'm purling the next stitches. So now I'm at the end of the row. Now I cannot knit a whole repeat. What I'll do is purl this one, place the 2 stitches onto the right needle, purl one more stitch, and purl the last one, which is my edge stitch. And in this way I have finished the second row on the wrong side of the pattern. Now I'm ready to turn and work my third row. So now what I'll do is slip my edge stitch, knit one, slip the 2 stitches onto the right needle, but just please be careful the yarn to be at the back. So I'm placing them onto the right needle, and I'm going to knit the next 5. And I will start another repeat by knitting one, placing the 2 stitches onto the right needle without knitting, and knit 5 more stitches. Now again I knit one, I place the 2 stitches onto the right needle purlwise, and knit 5 more. I'm at the end of the row where I cannot repeat one more time, so here again I'm going to knit one, slip the 2 stitches to the right needle, knit the next one, and purl the last one, which is my edge stitch. So I have finished the third row. I'm ready to turn and work the fourth row. Now I'm ready to start working my fourth row. Here I will need to purl all the stitches, even the ones that I didn't knit in the previous row. So the first one is my edge stitch. Now I'm purling the stitches. And now I'm at the end. I'm going to purl these stitches as well. And this is also a purl stitch, but it's an edge stitch. And I'm ready to turn and work my fifth row. For the fifth row, what I'm going to do is I will slip my first stitch, which is my edge stitch. Now I'm going to knit 5 stitches. Five stitches here, and now I'm going to slip the next 2 onto the right needle with the yarn at the back, like this. Now I'm going to knit 1 stitch and 5 more stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the next 2 stitches I will just slip onto the right needle and knit 1 stitch. And I will repeat again 5 stitches, 5 knit stitches. And I will slip the 2 stitches without knitting them. So now I'm almost at the end of the row. There are 5 stitches left. I'm going to knit the 4 stitches, and the last one is my edge stitch, which I'm going to purl. And in this way I have finished the 5th row. Now I'm ready to start working my 6th row. So here, as always, I will slip my first stitch to the needle and I will purl the next 5 stitches. Now I will slip the 2 stitches onto the right needle with the yarn here at the front, like this. I'm going to purl the next stitch and now purl 5. Again, I'm going to slip the 2 stitches, purl the next one, and then purl 5. So actually you purl 6, but because of the repeat I need to say it like this. So I have purled 5. I'm going to slip the next 2 stitches, purl 1 again. So now I'm here at the end with my 5 stitches of the end. So here there are 5 stitches, 4 of them are part of the pattern and I'm going to purl them. But I am also going to purl the last one, which is my edge stitch. In this way I have finished the 6th row. I don't know if you can see the pattern. I'm going to continue now with the 7th row. For the 7th row, which is the right side of the pattern, I'm slipping my first stitch. I'm going to knit 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. With the yarn at the back, I'm going to slip the 2 stitches onto the right needle. And now I'm going to knit 1 stitch and I'm going to start repeating the pattern. So I'm going to knit 5, stitches, and I'm going to slip the next 2 onto the right needle without knitting, and I'm knitting 1 stitch and 5 more now. Again, I'm going to slip the 2 stitches onto the right needle and I'm knitting the next one, and for the last stitches of the row I'm going to knit them except the last one, which is my edge stitch, and I'm going to purl. And in this way I have finished the 7th row. Now I'm ready to start working the 8th row. Now I'm ready to start working my 8th row. The 8th row is on the wrong side, and also it's the last row of the pattern, because as we said, this is an 8 row pattern. I'm slipping the first stitch and I'm purling all the other stitches up to the end of the row. So in this way I have finished one repeat of the pattern in height. I don't know if you can see it. So now I am on the 9th row. On the 9th row I will start all over again. So I will start by knitting in the same way as I knitted the first row of the pattern. You can return to the first row to see what I did. What you do is, first I'm going to slip the edge stitch, I'm going to knit 1 stitch, and then I will need to slip the 2 stitches onto the right needle like this and knit 5 stitches. Now I will start repeating. So I will knit one again, and I will slip the 2 stitches onto the right needle and knit 5 stitches. So please let me finish the row and I will meet you then. I'm almost at the end of the 9th row. Here again I will knit 1 stitch, slip the 2 stitches, knit the next one and purl the edge stitch. And now I'm ready to start working on the wrong side, and on the 10th row, which is the same as the 2nd row of the pattern, we will continue in the same way. So what I'll do here again is slip this one and purl one. Now I'm going to slip the 2 stitches with the yarn at the front, purl 5, and I will continue in the same way as I knitted the 2nd row until I get to the end. At the end of the row I will purl this one, I will slip the 2 stitches without knitting, I will purl one and I will purl the edge stitch, and in this way I have finished the 10th row, which is the 2nd row of the 2nd repeat. I don't know if you can see the pattern. I will continue knitting a few more rows to show you how it looks, and I will meet you then. So here I am again. I have knitted 3 repeats of the pattern in height, and this is the result. I think it's very nice, don't you? I hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I am going to upload a lot more knitting and crochet patterns. Please subscribe to my channel and leave a thumbs up. Until my next tutorial, bye and thanks for watching. Bye!